I tingle with awareness.
Yes.
You make me so aware.
In a world where two men watch things on the internet and try to make two other people, maybe three other people, maybe 100 other people watch them watch that on the internet, this is Riot at the Movies. That's my new voice now. It's like this forever, Morgan.
That's great. I mean, I think you have a big career coming up in trailer voiceovers.
Or at the beginning of Rob Zombie or White Zombie songs. This is Black Sunshine.
You should like contact a porn company and see if you could do like the porno trailers.
This is Fucked in the Ass 7.
Exactly. See, you already got it.
See, I don't understand the concept. If I try to use my normal voice, it just sounds like I'm running out of air. But
but if you make it sound gravelier,
like this, I can actually, it actually is. It doesn't hurt. If
I had to force
it hurts less.
What was that guy? Don something? Don Franks? No, Don. What was the voiceover dude?
I don't know. I can visualize his face.
Don Coscarelli? No, that's the director of Phantasm.
But you know the guy. We all know the guy.
Yeah.
Been trying to attempt to use my normal voice. It just sounds very, very weakened from a long weekend of lads partying. Lads. That's what my whole last 5 days were.
It was all lads. That was your birthday. It was a birthday of lads.
Yeah, just me and the boys.
Oh, that's nice. Did you have a good birthday?
I did. Yeah. You were at yesterday's final installment of the birthday week. Thanks for coming to that, Morgan.
Of course. It was very fun.
Then I was traveling around and shouting a lot in very loud venues. And then, of course, last night when I was saying I thought I had already kind of lost my voice when we had the movie very loud and I was riffing along and shouting to the audience, I'm like, oh, I'm going to regret every part of this.
Don't worry, we regretted it too.
Yeah. I'm not much of a snorer, but Sarita told me through all of last night I snored like a mother. So I've definitely done some damages.
Is your mom snore? Is she a known snorer?
My mom?
Yeah, you said like a mother. So is
like
it like your mother?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Do you snore like your mother?
I was censoring the word motherfucker, but
okay.
Because
you don't want to do that with your mother. No.
I noticed that I swore earlier, and there's kind of a YouTube rule that if you don't swear in the first 10 minutes of your video, you'll actually be able to let you show up in the algorithm more.
Oh, interesting.
You notice like a lot of like English panel shows that we watch, Channel 4 stuff where they shockingly swear, they beep it out for the first like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
And then they stop doing it. That's specifically for the YouTube algorithm. But I can't not do it. So I might beep out that earlier swear and see what happens. But I doubt it. I doubt it'll help. There's no help.
Right.
There's no helping me.
Do you want some more stuff to beep out? How about this? You stupid. Then nothing.
All right, I'll just add in a swear word for that.
Just add in a bunch of beeps.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Just beat me out entirely.
Beep you out, baby. Get beeped. Drinking a Coca-Cola, which probably isn't helping my throat either, but it's nice and cool because it's the first real sweaty day of summer. It's my first day of wearing shorts. I just put on shorts a moment ago. I was out running errands and sweat like a mother. Beep. And then
Beeper.
I put on shorts and I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel natural for me. I'm not a shorts guy. You're a shorts guy though.
I am a shorts guy
in like the winter.
Yes, I've been teased constantly for it at Eyesore, which is supposed to be an inclusive place where everybody can do their own thing, but apparently I can't wear shorts.
Short wearers.
Yeah, apparently, except for when Morgan wears shorts, then it's fair game.
We won't
thanks for that,
shame
Daniel.
you for anything else except for your knees.
Oh, I wish you'd slut shame me more. I don't get slut shamed enough, to be honest. Well, if any shame should be thrown my way, it's sluts.
Being a big old slut. Sure, okay. The reason I brought up the Coca-Cola though, other than that it's nice and cool on my face, is that you have chosen a theme for your WOC.
I have. Yeah, it's appropriate that you picked Coke because your team Coke. I'm gonna show a 4-hour Star Trek The Next Generation marathon, which you're probably thinking, how does that involve Coke, right? But it does. It's sponsored by Crystal Pepsi. If you remember Crystal Pepsi.
That's a time period right there.
Yeah, exactly. It's from the 80s, or maybe it's from the 90s. It was taped by my friend Claudio, who's going to join us. He's from Sudbury. These are all from his childhood tapes. So I thought, what better, opportunity than this to take the Pepsi challenge, or for him to take the Pepsi challenge. So I'm going to show a bunch of Pepsi commercials, and then you're going to show a bunch of Coke commercials, and he's
try to
going to
also
choose which
find
he likes.
the worst flavor of each of those, ones that I've never had, so I could drink them on the show with you guys.
No, that's a good idea. Yeah, well, I was going to grab some Pepsi, so please. But I did put together a couple of commercials that are Pepsi adjacent. They're not quite on point with Pepsi or Coke, but they're good.
I hope we'll at least be seeing some Crystal Pepsi commercials, or Crystal from the makers of Pepsi. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No, I don't want that.
That was the 10th anniversary, and they tried to pretend it was like a new drink, that it was different. So it was called Crystal from the makers of Pepsi, and it was just awful. The same thing, but with a funny label.
Crystal from the makers of Pepsi.
Crystal from the makers of Pepsi. In a world where no one's Coca-Cola can be seen through.
All right. Well, since we're going to be talking about Coke and Pepsi, here's some 7-Up ads.
It started as most wars do, with a minor incident.
Coke, Pepsi,
the minor
And today,
this is going to be us.
Into the sheer silliness known as the Cola Wars.
Coke is better.
Well, of course.
Pepsi's
Yeah, see?
better.
Yeah.
Why all the fuss? Especially when there's the crisp, refreshing taste of 7-Up.
That glass is upside
You
down,
see,
though. It's very
there's
odd.
no cola like the uncola.
Oh, get it?
7-Up,
It's like
the uncola.
Remember this, dude?
I was like, I knew that's what that guy was going to look like. I just thought This is French Foreign Legion. Is that enough?
Right.
Any last
Sir,
request?
why are you blindfolded? Do you mind helping us out? We've got a Diet Coke and a Diet 7-Up. And since you like colas, we thought we'd see which you prefer. Don't spill on that nice white
So
shirt.
he's taking a challenge.
Now the other. I like the second. Famous last words, huh? Well, there it is. In a blind taste test, people prefer the light, clean taste of Diet 7-Up. The Diet
Even with the
Uncola.
blindfold on, how could you not tell the difference what the two were?
Yeah, between Coke and 7-Up. So there you go. There's some 7-Up ads.
Both those ads had the 7-Up served in that like beaker.
Yeah, I don't know. It was the upside down. Well, it's like a Coke glass, but upside down.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
large lift glasses they used to have for those, right?
Yeah, yeah. I guess because they're different, so
Like
it's
Pizza Hut used to
it's
have
upside-
those glasses back in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. Mhm.
That
That's like
takes me back.
Yeah. So there you go. There's some 7-Up ads to quench your thirst and wait for the WOC live stream, which I think is happening on the 22nd. What's this month? What month are we? What are we? When are
We're
we?
in June.
20th. It's the 20th of June, Thursday, the 20th of June. I know things.
Excellent.
I know
But
calendars.
You also have a event happening this month, also at
do.
ISOR with Tender
do.
Prey, who do these sexy VHS thriller movies.
I know. As it turns out, I had digitized one of the or a movie that she's going to show, which is correct, Tomcat.
Tomcat, yes. Right.
Tomcat. No, not Tiger Claws. That was.
I was saying Tiger
Eyes.
Eyes. I was
No,
mixing
Tiger Eyes.
a mix
It's like
that
the
was like
same
a
thing.
blend of several movies that those into that genre.
Yeah, it's called Tomcat, and it stars Sleazeman himself, Richard Grieco.
Yeah.
Where he's basically like a cat as a human.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's basically the story. I've only
slightly
half
a
watched
werewolf
it.
movie, slightly cat people,
Yeah,
lower budget.
I've only half watched
easier.
it. Lots of really creepy Richard Grieco, so stay tuned for that.
It's that weird era where it's like made for HBO, so it looks like it's made for TV, but it's too racy to actually be on normal TV.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like, which is a ton of what I have. So I have a sub label in the WOC archive, which is the Rescued from VHS Hell label, which is all these tapes that are, films that don't have VHS releases, kind of like, something, or don't have DVD releases.
Yeah.
Sorry, that only have VHS releases, something like this, Lost Platoon, which is a vampire movie.
I'm very familiar
So
with
whenever
that.
I find those, I digitize them and then I sell them as bootlegs at ISOR. And that's how this all came to be.
Lost Platoon is a quite a fought over. It's a AIP, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is AIP. It is an AIP
Yeah.
studio. Yeah.
For the horror VHS fans, that's like one of the labels to fight over.
Yeah.
Speaking of horror and speaking of sleazy, being that it was my birthday event last night, a few cool people left me a handful of little presents, including our good friend Milo from Trading Cards here on YouTube. And of course, we were all excited because the first thing in the present was the exposed Scream Queen Series 5 trading card.
It contains nudity.
So
we can't show any of them here.
Well, I'll just censor the screen.
You what?
So
you're gonna have to say. Oh,
yeah,
okay. I was like, wait, I can see those boobs. I don't know what you're talking about.
Speaking of boobs, another card that was just in the pack. Censor that too.
Laughs with 2 Fs.
Yeah, hilarious. But there's one thing I found in his package, that he had in a separate wrapper. Goes away. On Milo's show, Trading Cards, he often, like every week, he mails out some kind of card to somebody that he has under the impression will sign a card and send it back for a self-addressed envelope or a very, very small fee.
Yeah, right.
And I must have made a comment on one of them because all I know is this card was signed by Stacy Keach. I don't know what the card is that he sent me. So we're going to find out together.
Oh my God. Stacy Keach. Look at you. Isn't that the dad from Titus?
Yeah. And he was also the gay father-in-law on the later seasons of 2.5 Men. But he's also an absolute freaking legend. He's
so many things.
I think a lot of mainstream world would, oh, weird. It's not even a card. This was like the liner that he gave the cards in, and Stacy Keach decided he would just sign the little thing in the box along with. So funny. That's so Milo to do that. I thought it was
now
like
you
two
just
pieces together. It's just a piece of cardboard.
So now you just have Stacy Keach's. Perfect. That's great.
I feel like I've been had, and it's still a great gift because he's one of those kind of actors where he actually did like a couple of like mainstream popular things, but then if you like search around, he's done like at least 20 like real like just grunge B-movie stuff that is so up my alley. I am a big fan, so I don't care if it's not even a card. So
that's
I guess
amazing.
Often Milo will send like your protective packaging and then 3 cards in it. He signed 3 cards, but then he also signed the packaging for him. So that's what I got.
You got the leftovers, the remainder.
I think it was last year's birthday. He sent me a bunch of cards, and then he sent me this red piece of cardboard, and he wrote a note on it. He just said he sent them to Heather Langenkamp, the girl from Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 3. He said who signed the cards, but then changed the protective lining, put new protective lining in there. Like, this is from her directly, so you get to have that. So now
that's fun.
Now this all makes sense that he did that. It's a theme. It's not an accident.
You're just gonna get lining from cards now. That's great.
By the time this comes out, it'll actually probably be Milo's birthday. His birthday is this week as well.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Milo.
Milo, you will expect very soon a thing that I will not be showing on my show. You can show on yours. It is a special 1 single card. That's all you're getting. And the only hint to you, Milo, is it will be reflective of what your Christmas present was. So stay tuned and check out for Trading Cards. You're on YouTube. I'll flash the address, and you'll see probably very soon he'll post when he gets my present.
Sweet.
And also happy birthdays to Squishy from Eyesore and on the 4th. And on the 3rd, we also didn't realize Mike from Bloodsick Psychosis Productions. Happy birthdays. All these crazy people this week.
Amazing. Do you want to see some tapes?
Oh, tapes. Okay, sorry. I thought
no, not some tits. No.
I mean,
we already saw some tits.
Whatever. Sure, go ahead. Tapes.
So I've been, of course, after giving away all of my tapes to the Found Footage Festival, I've been replenishing as I want to do. So I've got a stack of things that I found recently that I thought might be fun to share. So of course it's summer, everybody's getting out, everybody's enjoying the sun and the summer outdoors. So don't forget, sun safe play every day. You got to put your SPF on.
Oh man, I got so sunburned the last couple of days.
Well, then you should have watched this instructional video about how to apply sunscreen.
I should have watched.
It would have helped you.
Maybe we'll do an EP mode of watching that together. We can't say EP mode. That's
we can't say
specifically what I'm gonna
that's
say.
yeah. We're gonna just steal from them.
A full length watch along. That's what
Yeah, there you go. We'll call it a full length. Yeah, copyright here. Video Hosers full length watch along.
Right.
There you go. Thanks.
We've
It's ours
watched
now.
VCR Party
If
so many
anyone
times.
takes it, I'm gonna come after you with a knife.
Watch those other people's show so many times that I thought that was the real term for that kind of thing.
No, that's just them.
Yeah, right. No.
But in keeping with the Found Footage Festival theme, I was out thrifting wearing my scimitar shirt, and lo and behold, I found a scimitar. Look at that. Power hitting in softball.
I was just talking about that with my buddy Brian because the second guy in there is the dad of wrestler Braun Strowman, and they look exactly the same. The beardy guy.
This guy?
Yeah. The one with the bat right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's him.
Yeah, he looks like a weird guy.
Yep.
He looks very angry. I don't know. Look at how angry he looks.
It's because he kind of looks like he would say nerds.
He does look like he would say nerd. So of course, every time I see a line dancing, like a country dancing tape, I have to take it because I'm big into country dancing, or rather just big at laughing at country dancing. But you know what's better than country dancing? Big band line dancing. That's right, big band. What better way
the better,
to dance line dancing than to big band
line
music?
dancing, size matters.
Look at this. Look at this tape. Look at this. Look at this awesomeness. Whoa, look at all the Diane Horner tapes that you can get. Man, look at all that. There's like workout one. There's two aerobics ones. I've got like 4 or 5 of these, I think.
Does she have dirty line dancing?
No, she didn't do any dirty line dancing. Oh, there's country line dancing for kids. Oh, I gotta find that one. I bet you that's
I was disappointed that dirty line dancing wasn't very dirty. That it was just really being a novel name.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
really close.
Swinging your hips and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of country, this actually came from you. You found this. Look at that. Country Tonight. It's the best country show in Branson from 1994 to 1995, apparently. I digitized this today. It looks pretty good.
Oh, wonderful. There's 2 things in the States that at least one that we have to go to. At some point, we have to go to Branson.
I really do want to go to Branson.
And like, as much as there is an irony, there's actually like a real interest in it. And on top of that, but it's still that same danger, the same way that I want to go to like the gathering, the Juggalos. I just know I'll be in a group of people and I'd be like, this is so funny. Oh yeah, it's so funny. I'll just like hit the shoulder of the guy next to me who's there going, oh man, look at all these fucking Juggalos. Oh wait. Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah, see, I'm afraid to go to the gathering of the Juggalos. That scares me.
But I mean, I fear the same reason in a large packed event somewhere in Branson. I'm gonna say something really uncouth, like
you might get shot.
Yeah. Or
is Missouri an open carry state?
I don't know. Maybe we'll ask our good friends at Janice Click. Janice Click lives in Missouri, so I have a reason to go.
Perfect.
Him, but he's definitely not in Branson.
Oh, well, we should take him to Branson. We should all have a nice Branson trip.
It's hilarious because the Janice Click crew is basically like living in a house with the Jackass guys before they were famous. So they could be the most dangerous people to bring there.
Yeah, that sounds scary, actually, now that I think about it. You know what else is scary?
Bringing Juggalos, they'd be crossing over, like bringing the Juggalos to Branson.
Oh, maybe that might be okay. I mean, somehow? I mean, Branson's going to have to move with the times, and what better way than to, give the Insane Clown Posse their own theater, and they can have like a daily gathering of the Juggalos every day.
Right next to one of Yakov Smirnoff's theater?
Oh yeah, right next to Yakov Smirnoff's theater. Perfect. Yeah. Then they can trade. He can go on their show. They can go on his show. It'd be beautiful.
In my country, Fago drink you.
You know what I would really love to learn is the supernatural power of praying in tongues with interpretation by Oral Roberts. I mean, if you're going to learn about tongues, you want to learn it from a guy named Oral, right?
Oral Roberts is like famous for that kind of stuff for forever, right? Like he's
that
a legendary name.
Oh, hey, is that the fucking spire that has all the wigs in it from The Simpsons? That's what that looks like, kind of, doesn't it? Oh,
so like part of his symbol, yeah. Like I've known of that name for forever, but it Was he just like an all around like propaganda guy or something?
Yeah, totally. He's just one of those ministers that kind of, goes and preaches his nonsense. He's an evangelist. There we go.
Here's a tape that I did not give you that I got originally for you because when I saw this seemed right. Just saying the way to the explorer, and it's
and you got goofed.
Dr. Edgar Mitchell, an Apollo astronaut's journey through the material and mystical worlds as he became like a mystic.
I mean, that sounds pretty fucking great.
Originally for let's see if that focuses in for $30.
Holy shit. For audio cassettes.
It's only 3. One of them's only styrofoam. It's 3 audio cassettes.
That's $10 per audio cassette. That's madness.
$10.33.
Well, and what's even crazier is that you could have bought a house for $50 back then. So, like, what the fuck? What a terrible investment.
Well, the thing was, they were it's approximately 4 hours of audio. That'll get you all the way back somewhere.
That'll get you all the way for sure. All right, I have one last one.
Sure.
And this is great. So I absolutely love collecting those cheesy cartoon tapes, mainly because the covers are always just so stupid or like budget, but not this one. This one, they put some effort into it, and I really don't know why, because it doesn't deserve it. That's right, it's Simple Simon.
That's actually a lot of effort into that. Yeah,
that's so much effort, but it gets better. Just wait. So look at that. Like there's Simple Simon, there's his Pie Man.
Yeah.
So, 1 sample per customer plus 3 wacky cartoons. Look at this back. He's silly. He's sappy. He's screwy. He's Simple Simon. It's Madcap Mayhem. His rhyming Simple Simon runs amok with his duck. I don't remember there being a duck in the original Simple Simon thing, but there is in the cartoon.
Okay.
Plus 3 pretty dang funny color cartoon classics: The Big Bad Wolf, Shortening Bread, and Winter's Draw. But I like this, the caution at the bottom: cartoons may cause insane laughter. Isn't that amazing? Like, look at the effort that they put into this terrible cheap tape. It's super 90s. Yeah, it's from 1991.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Seems like it should be like an Earthworm Jim tape or something.
United American Video. It does look like Earthworm Jim. It's got that aesthetic 100%. Wow. There you go. Those are just some of the Madcap tapes that I've acquired.
Simple
recently.
Simon should have been doing a Sega commercial at the end of it. Just shows Sega.
That would have been awesome.
Although we are rocking green shirts, I never, for once, not wearing black. Got this as a gift yesterday too from Aaron, who's sort of the leader of that the teenage karaoke pack that comes to us all the time. So thanks, Aaron.
Very nice.
Yeah, so good times. We're gonna do another shout out for one of our good buddies, Austin. Austin wasn't around last night because he was in the hospital. They were taking a piece of metal out of his arm.
Oh shit!
He's well. I've been talking to him this morning. He's doing great.
I feel better, Austin. I did not know.
No, he it's one of those bits where he's like, yeah, I told you about that. And I feel like either my ADHD is just getting worse and I wasn't paying attention, or that I walked in halfway through the story and just thought he was telling a story about like needing to take a big shank of metal out of his arm. And so I just feel like if I actually like understood that was him, I would have felt bad, but I have no memory of that. I have no memory of feeling bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Speaking of memories, let me actually do one quick check. Let's see. Okay, we'll get you next. Okay, we will get you next time. So, well, the reason I do have to edit this one. Speaking of memories, though, we're going to play some trailers that I played before last night's eyesore screening. Thanks so much, everybody, coming out and all the love for it being the great choice. Where I let the audience pick the film, and it was an excuse to just. Some of you are crazy and ridiculous and gave me presents, but I was also making other people feel bad by giving them stuff because that's where I get my kicks. Exactly that, and I think I also gave you a tape about how to put on drywall or something like that.
Yeah, you did. I'm not sure where I put it.
Yeah,
it's somewhere around
like
here.
It's the most boringest tape I could find.
That place does look pretty boring.
That we went to over a year ago, and we thought, oh, it would run out of tapes. I did find in their back that they had like all these big orange crates that were full of tapes on top of each other, but they were like bending into each other from the weight. So I wasn't gonna like go through them. I'm like, it's not worth it. not today at least.
No.
But
next time.
Yeah. However, though, we did get to choose the movie, which was The Rage, which everybody seemed to actually quite like.
It was great.
Perfectly a mean
really
movie
gross.
every way. Super gross, which I mean, what kind of party is it around me if it's not gross? Before that, though, I did put together some trailers, and we're gonna replay them, and therefore, those of you that missed it get to see them, and those of you who were there and are wondering, there was this one film with like really weird shark people. What was that one? Well, you'll find out right now. So,
all right,
roll
here we go. Oh, fucking Eric Roberts.
Obviously not into much because I think that's his only appearance in the trailer. That
poor bastard. He's like Academy Award nominated, and this is what he has to do now.
Or that lazy bastard. He has people come to his house. He appears in the Bologna Brothers stuff because they'll come to his house and just record him and then leave. Wow. So the first two videos, I believe, are from Wild Eye Cinema. They're not even from Visual Vengeance. The Wild Eye Cinema is like more interesting label. So just let you know what you're
This does look pretty amazing. Oh no. Ah!
They're like predators. Instead of looking like sharks, they look like they're sardines that are coming to get you. Space sharks.
I mean, that's actually super scary too. I don't want sardines coming at me.
And speaking of Bologna, right off the bat, without it even saying, hotel that's made by Bologna. But it also feels like they're stealing from.
It is a dinosaur, but
that's weird. Sorry, must have hit a button.
Something.
I like the can scream.
More sinister.
And this guy's crazy beard.
Is it real or is it pasted on?
Yeah, it looks real but terrible.
Yeah. Like,
does it look patchy?
Does it grow up here if you let it grow? I don't think it does.
Maybe somebody does. Yeah, it seems way too high. It's like his mustache grew sideways.
It's like his cheeks. He's got a cheek beard.
Dinosaurs, to be exact.
Yeah, look. Holy shit, it is real.
It does look real, yeah.
Oh my god, he didn't shave man.
Or it's amazing if like none of that at all grows too, so it could grow.
Did they just? Maybe they hired an ape man and just shaved the parts of his face to make him look more human.
It looks like it is an homage, of course, to Velocipaster, which has its sequel coming soon.
Yep.
And then, technically not from the makers of Bloodsick Psychosis, but being released by their label. It's like the first film under their label that they're involved with and they helped out with, but it's their first film under their label. It's not their idea. And it's very avant-garde, created by Casper Melted, who was an actress in a handful of Donald Farmer films. And so they met, all thought each other were weird and cool, so they decided they would help them make a shot on VHS movie, which just becomes a very, very weird thing.
It sure seems like it is.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to make any sense. I think this is going to be super bizarre. But
what the fuck?
Yeah, and there's probably a lot of goopness, because I know Casper likes to do online modeling involving goop, so I feel like can't resist goopy things.
Cheese, electrocution.
Oh.
I don't even know what's going on.
Loopy sounds, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Immortal.
Melted hair.
Melted hair.
Usually cuts out of.
And trucks have never turned around the same since.
And like some of the dialogue in this commercial is just words. It's not like, it's not even a sentence.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not supposed to make sense.
I guess. It's making me mad curious though.
Oh my god, now you're coming on crawling on all fours? This is because when I hypnotized you and told you to pretend you are the pig.
This is the man who has possessed you, has pretended you to be the pig. What? What is going on? According to one person, since Donald Farmer did a cameo in it because Casper's been in his films, even he was like, I don't get it. So
that's great.
All the more excited that makes me.
Oh, and there's animation and dead babies flying away.
I guess there's a lot to do with dead babies.
We were done eating cracker with unrelaxed scissors for rewind to next time.
Yep.
Did you just say you're a dung eating crack whore?
I think so, yep.
A dung dung, like poo. A poo eating crack whore.
Then they took a poo of green slime.
But this actually looks really good.
Yeah, it does actually. I also like that the pacing of the trailer does not prepare you from the direction it's going to go.
No, that's true.
Our good buddies at Perfect Weird Podcast did a review of this yesterday, so that inspired me to add this to the list.
What'd they think?
Never seen a drunk like that before.
On comparison to like 50% of the stuff they watched, they gave it a lot more points than usual. So
it like legitimately looks like it could be a good movie. It just didn't have the visual budget that it required.
I feel like in a certain part of that's part of the gag.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Generic. If it did have the budget, remember that Alien movie that Simon Pegg did?
Oh, Paul?
So
yeah.
From another planet.
Had all that money and all that expectation, and then it was just like came and went. You don't remember it?
Planet Earth.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good point.
Like Oral Roberts, Ward Roberts.
Ever seen those movies where
I wonder if Ward Roberts is related to Oral Roberts.
They go through each other's days and then
it's possible. Do they look the same?
I don't know. I don't know if one of these guys is the director.
Oh, it happened.
That guy, they kind of look the same.
Yeah, I think maybe they're related. I think he's related to Oral Roberts. He's also talking about space.
What a revelation we found here.
The old guy in this, though, he's really recognizable.
Yeah, he's been in tons of things.
I think he's the old guy who's in the first Hatchet movie.
Into your backyard.
Yeah.
Alien is on the run.
Secrets out.
I recognize the girl too. This girl.
Really ugly.
Like the mother. I've
yeah.
seen her in things before.
However, everything else about this just looks like this looks like it's made by the people who did like Bloodsucker Jones and that. It was kind of nonsense. And their camera shots and their pacing.
Invaders from Proxima B.
Thumb up them and leave a comment below.
Very good.
Directed by Mike C. Nelson. Nothing to mistake with Mystery Science Theater's Mike Nelson.
Oh, here we go. This.
Yeah.
I want to see this so bad.
This is releasing, I believe, in North America in July, so definitely getting this, and we're definitely screening it.
Look at them go. I'm all for the alternate history movies. I love alternate history movies so much. And this
I don't
is
know
such
what
a
you
good...
mean by alternate. I think before it was a lie. This is the real truth. This is really what happened.
I'm scared, Mama.
All right.
Team to go deep into enemy territory.
Deep.
Real cold one.
Go deep.
To kiss for warm.
Oh.
You remind me quite a lot of my son, Private.
Oh no, that's weird.
Is this warming you up? A little, I guess.
Yes. And then there's one
That
blurred
emu
out
with a
scene.
gun.
On that battlefield.
What is going on there? Like Vietnam-esque scene.
Oh man.
Cause I don't think you should be rooting sheep, eh?
They can't stop us rooting if we're dead. Come on, sheep.
Did he just kill himself? I love it. Hot Dad Productions. I wonder how many hot dads are going to be in that movie.
All of them.
All of them?
Or
Right,
all of
well,
them
you're
are
not
hot
going to be
dads.
in it. You're a hot daddy.
Hot daddy, not a hot dad. Hot dad involves being an actual father.
Well, that was amazing.
I'm just who's your daddy? I'm the answer to that question.
It's me.
Randomly, people all around the world are getting asked that, and they just say my name afterwards. It's very weird.
It's Adam. Yeah. Yeah, that's that Adam guy from Toronto.
From Riot at the Movies.
Yeah, he's your daddy.
Oh dear. From the world that brought you things like Black Sheep, Down Under brings you marauding animals that shouldn't try to kill you, but they do.
I mean, it looks really amazing.
I believe that's just a legitimate problem that New Zealand and Australia have to deal with on a regular basis.
Killer emus?
They're just being overrun and killed by animals that normally wouldn't be deadly, but all of a sudden
Yeah,
they
it's true.
are.
It does kind of remind me of that. What's the sheep movie? Black Sheep.
Also, I was saying, yeah, like it started the same. The people that made, not the people that made, but like the part of the world that made Black Sheep,
Yeah.
and now they've upped it. We're now imagine if Black Sheep 2 they had guns.
It's terrified. It's a horrible thought. I don't want sheep to have guns.
They're similar, but Black Sheep at least sort of played it straight. This doesn't seem to play it straight at all.
No, this looks very silly. And
as much as I had heard about the Emu War as a thing, seeing that trailer did cause me to finally actually look up what it was. And it almost seems like it would be a funny story to tell no matter what, even if they told the actual story of it.
I don't even think I really know what it is.
It was just a culling of emus had been overrunning in like the 30s. And it was the first time that the Australian military, either Australian or New Zealand, I mix it up all the time, got machine guns for the first time. So they sent 3 guys to go and just mow down a bunch with machine guns.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Oh wow!
Spread out, and they missed them because they didn't know how to use them properly. So they just ran away and like marauded all around like towns and stuff like that.
Well, no wonder they all came and attacked. It makes sense now. That must be the real story.
According to, if you like Wikipedia, it basically says the end of the Emu War, the emus won. So spoiler, I guess maybe we might know what terrible things happened.
What the end of that movie is.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, we will definitely see that in the future, along with a whole bunch of other weird stuff. I also shot with you and a bunch of other people another little vignette for Olivia's new movie of the Phantom Brain Killer or whatever. I can't think of the full title of that. But we'll know more when that comes out. It has a teaser trailer out there, which I will.
What was my line again? I'm the hobo margarita man.
I'm the margarita hobo. I'm the real margarita hobo.
I'm the real margarita hobo. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
that's what you're in store for.
That's what you're in store for. Margaritas, hobos, hookers, blow.
It's everything a grown boy needs right there.
I'll probably add our little tiny scene to the Riot at the Movies Patreon. A handful of you guys get that magical ability there, but it's just really a hype so you can go and see the movies that we make cameos in for other people.
It's amazing. I can't believe I'm finally making cameos in people's movies.
There you go.
All this time.
You're a star now.
I'm a star.
Now you've moved on from director of documentaries to just a hobo in schlock films. That was my start. My first couple of IMDb's is hobo as well.
There you go. Wow. It can only go up from here.
Right.
Or maybe down. Right up something.
With that.
No. We're not leaving yet.
What?
I have a surprise. Well, rather, I have a choose your own adventure, Adam. I'm going to get you to choose your own adventure. Do you want acrobats or belly buttons?
Acrobats.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because when we were eating that bag of dicks given to me by my friend Ryan, a bag of candy penises.
That sweet bag of dicks.
That sweet bag of dicks. At some point during the evening, Duncan took a picture with his, and I can't tell if on that photo he's putting it on his belly or it's close up on his arm. The hair looks really like belly hair to me, and it's kind of been creeping me out.
It's both.
He actually has a belly button on his arm. We've never seen it.
Are you so you're sure you want acrobats over belly buttons?
It's a trick, isn't it?
Are you 100% sure that you want acrobats over belly buttons?
Not around you, I'm not. But yes.
Yeah, okay. Acrobats it is. You got it. We'll have to watch. We'll watch belly buttons some other day. Don't worry, folks.
I'll be behind the paywall.
You ready?
Okay.
Oop. Daredeviltry. They made up a whole new word.
Yeah.
Do you know this? Do you know who Pete Smith is? You ever heard of him?
I don't think so.
He used to do these shorts, in the 30s and 40s that would play before movies. He would make the shorts, and they're like these instructional videos, but they're jokes.
Oh, okay.
For your amusement,
instead of this reminds me.
For your amusement. That's him. That's Pete Smith making that voice.
Where a guy talking just like this talks about a guy who lives in a big cat sanctuary. He's just trying to get this large cat out of a tree, and it seems really, really abusive the whole time.
Yep.
I think that might be him too.
here is one of their most perilous stunts.
Look at them go.
Space, her head held back rigidly.
That's quite a contraption that they built. Also, that looks like that would really help your neck.
Yeah, maybe. There's another card that Milo gave that's from the movie Maverick. Mel Gibson when he's about to get hung.
Just like this.
Yeah.
And now from right to left, Lorena Carver, her diving horse named John the Baptist. And
Do you remember
Jackie the
this?
Rider.
Have you ever seen a diving horse before? I think they stopped doing this a long time ago because it's obviously
Just jumping the
questionable.
horse right off a pier?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the girl that they're featuring here is in a movie that Disney made called, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's about a diving horse. And they don't show it anymore because it's about a diving horse. And that would be wrong. But it's from the 80s, I'm pretty sure.
Jeez.
What was that movie called?
Massage first. With their executioner mask on since they're sending this horse.
Well, they're going to shoot the horse, obviously. How do you think they get it to
Say,
jump?
you're gonna dive or not?
I don't know.
Well, so long, faker.
This is the
Wild
end of that
Hearts
new
Can't...
Oh, we don't see it.
No, we don't see it, I guess. It's called Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. It's from 1991, and it's a Disney movie about that girl who was a horse diver. It's a really good movie, but I don't know if you could find it anymore, because I'm pretty sure it's like many Disney movies, it's been wiped, because it has questionable morals.
Even if it's not actually jumping horses in it at that point, they just we really shouldn't have talked about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just robots and stuff, or like puppets.
Yeah.
But
it's the ending of that new Venom trailer. There you go. Look that up, folks. I'm not sharing that. Let's have him saying,
look at this. Would you do that?
Rub their eyes, look again, and
Is he upside down?
Yeah, he's like hanging off that pole.
Even I'm beginning to think this is a hallucination.
Would you ride the pole, Adam?
Well,
I just hang off.
gang on that boat.
Hey now.
I've again been learned to be careful with my words around you.
His head in a loose leather loop, he hangs only by the back of his neck.
I wasn't saying anything gross. It's a pole. Look.
Now,
Yeah. Oh, now he's hanging on by his teeth?
And remember, there's
I wouldn't be
over
able to do that. My teeth would
200
just
foot
shatter
drop
and
to
I'd
the
fall to my
ground.
death.
Or can you forget? Okay,
Oh my gosh.
Eric,
That's
but don't
nuts.
Take a bow. Not now.
Don't take a
Don't
bow.
look now, folks, but I think he's going to hang by his toes. Yes, he is.
Yes.
Ay,
Yeah.
my emotions, folks, but do you mind if we go on to something else?
Sure. I do. Well, let's do it. Let's go on to something. Oh, here we go. Here's the horse diving.
This is kind of like one of those Mondo films.
It is kind of like one of those Mondo films. But this is, like, I have, I don't know, 50 of these. He made so many of them.
Yeah.
And they're all about different subjects. Sometimes they're about simple things, like one's about how to impress your wife.
Do any of those tapes that's just like, here's designs of tomorrow, so it shows like really unfunctional.
Oh, I don't know, maybe. But this also kind of reminds me of, I showed a movie during the 24-hour telethon a couple of years ago at Eyesore that's Gadget Man or something like that, and it's a documentary all about old contraptions from like the 50s that didn't make it anywhere, but like it's all old footage and like showing all these dumb contraptions with the voiceover. It has this vibe to it too.
A lot of, I think that one had that motorcycle that was a wheel circle. So
Yeah,
it looked like
exactly,
cartoon
yeah.
Hell wheel vehicles.
Yeah.
Something that
We've
like
seen all of those clips before in various things. Oh my god. She's holding that person by your teeth.
And he's holding onto it by his crotch.
By his nuts. Wow. Well, he is nuts.
Beneath him, and depending solely on the iron jaws of his partners, he performs fearless feats of skill and balance. Next,
What do you think? Is this our next show? Do you want to do this for the next live show?
Right. Yeah, we'll do that. And,
Oh my god.
yeah, the teeth must be a wreck. They have a great
and
dental
now,
plan.
folks, hang on to your Adam's apple.
It's the 30s. Nobody had a fucking dental plan.
Listen, needs dental plan.
You know what their dental plan was? Death.
One foot.
Retirement meant pulling their teeth out.
Swinging from a
No, I
dizzy
think
height
in
a
this case,
daredevil
retirement
stunt
meant
where
falling.
The slightest slip on the part of any one of the three participants would result in a fatality.
Maybe they actually had removed their teeth and just put a clamp in their mouths.
Oh, that's true. That's a good way of doing
Now
it.
we present the highlights of each act. First,
But could you imagine having enough upper body strength to hold a person with your teeth? Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
I barely have enough upper body strength to hold myself.
Whoa! That's fucking crazy. Look at that. Whoa!
Sometimes we're really glad the internet came along so we can stop doing this stuff. People are always like, oh, people doing all these stupid, endangering themselves, ruining their lives just for hits on the internet. These people were just doing it out in the public.
Well, yeah, in the same reason, to make money. I don't know. This is more impressive to me. I'd go and see this. I don't know about the horse diving, but all the other stuff is fine. This is just like going to the circus in the 80s.
He's going mad. Look at that.
Did you ever go to the circus when you were a kid? To like Ringling Brothers? Yeah.
I'm old enough to have gone to the circus enough times when there was lots of live animals doing it.
Yeah, me too. I rode an elephant that took a massive dump, and it was one of the best moments of my life.
I never rode an elephant, rode a few camels and things like that. But,
It like stopped and actually dropped trow. It was great.
And
It just,
dance on?
yeah. No, it just took a dump. It like we're all on it. And we're like rocking back and forth, and then it stops, and then it like leans back, and all of the kids are like, "Whoa!" And then it just starts
all
shitting.
fall back and it's in the shit.
And then it just kept going. Yeah, it was great.
If you've seen elephants in zoos, they don't lean back to shit. So that elephant was planning for you guys to fall back in it. It was just sitting
True.
in the
And then there was a dude that was coming around with a wheelbarrow and picking it up with a shovel, and I don't know, 6-year-old me thought that was the greatest thing he had ever seen in his entire life. Oh, here we go.
Stupid
I don't
thing.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it actually. I think the pool's big enough that the horse doesn't get hurt, but that's just not a fun thing for a horse to have to do.
His body's not made to do that.
Very nice.
No.
It's not a
They
cat.
didn't go through the bottom of that tank. But fear not, my friends. Here comes our natatorial quadruped unscathed. And with a smile on
Natatorial
his
quadruped.
illustrious puss.
That's a good word.
Because I do know that as unlogical as it seems, horses can swim, but it's probably not easy.
Yeah, I don't think they can determine what's going on in that instance, though.
No.
There you go. That's the end of it, folks. There's your acrobats.
And just
Are you
like the
happy?
movie last night at Eyesore, I let the audience choose, and this time Morgan let me choose. So for you having to see a diving horse, it is my fault.
It wasn't my fault. I gave him the option. You could have picked Belly Buttons, and maybe Belly Buttons was really good. It could have been.
I'm doubting it, but maybe it could have.
Who knows? It's quite possible that Belly Buttons had something to do with something that we were talking about before, involving Branson, Missouri. But we'll never know, I guess, because you fucked up and picked acrobats.
The words Branson, Missouri, and belly buttons, the two B words that don't really make things seem that great when you come down to it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, maybe we'll have to save that for a Patreon video. You have to join the Patreon.
Everybody in the comments, if we get 5 comments that say that you want belly buttons, we'll fire up another video and we'll watch some belly buttons. How's that sound?
And yeah, if there's 5 comments saying we want belly buttons, it won't be on Patreon. If by the end of the week there's not 5, it'll only be on Patreon.
No, it should only be on YouTube to force the people. This is what you get. This is your pittance.
You now I can say it. It's been 10 minutes. You fucking pieces of shit.
You've been holding all that swearing in.
No, I've been swearing the whole time. Whatever.
You
beep, 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 beep.
Well, on that note, that wonderful note, have a wonderful evening, folks. Thank you, Adam. Happy birthday again.
And we'll see you guys soon. We'll see you on WOC. We'll see you on other videos here soon. Other videos coming up soon will be about the upcoming Terrible Fest events, Son of Terrible Fest in October, and the funeral for Terrible Fest in 2025, because I have this week left the floodgates open as submissions are free for the rest of this week, and things are only gonna get crazier and weird and give us stuff to talk about here. And then, in the fall, it'll be Morgan's like 40th birthday. So we'll have
I
to
know,
make
it's
a deal
crazy.
about it then.
I'm gonna
Don't
be
worry.
40 years old. You know what we should do? We should watch 40 movies in a row.
Okay. 40 1940s shorts.
Oh, I like that. That's not a bad idea. One thing that I actually do really want to do, and maybe we will do this for my 40th birthday at the shop, and we'll do a live stream. I know that you're not as big of a fan of the Red Letter Media guys, but they do this one thing every so often, which is black tape Jenga. And they just put a stack of black tapes together that have no labels on them, and then they play Jenga, and whoever topples it, it's the other team of tapes that you watch, right? I really want to play that game with all the weird and random tapes that I have, and then we just watch whatever the fuck we wind up watching.
Well, even if we do it with one, if we differentiate from them, if you can pull them out, but when the topple happens, the tape you pulled out that's in your hand is the one you have.
That's the one we watch.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Then,
Well, we could just do that. Then it doesn't need to be black tape Jenga. It could just be anything.
It's true, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, we'll talk.
That doesn't need to be your birthday. That could be anytime. That could be some summer activity.
Just seems like a fun thing. Everybody comes down to the shop. We play a little Jenga, and then we're all forced to potentially watch Supernatural Power of Praying in Tongues with interpretation by Oral Roberts, which is 2.5 hours long. So you never know.
It's also
Could
because
happen.
he's doing like a modern dance interpretation of it. He's not
I
like
hope so.
explaining it. He's just doing tableaus.
He's blowing something. All right. Well,
where's my hookers and blow? Everybody.
Hey, no.
What?
I'm the margarita hobo.
It's true. He is.
We love Audio Video Plus.